again. Sorry, I was making sure I had water. But, hello, we're live again. Welcome to my stream. Today is going to be a quicker, again, another more laid back stream. I swear I'm going to work on getting some actual content together here soon. But for now, I think it's best to ease in with some more laid back, chill streams. Yada yada. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up ranking all of my the rest of every anime that I've ever seen. If you want to watch the part 1 to this video, it should still be up on my Twitch channel, or it is also on my YouTube channel, which I believe is probably just youtube.com/limpnoodle. But if you Google, or if you search Limp Noodle in the YouTube thing, you'll find my channel. It's the exact same picture as my Twitch channel. But yeah, just thought I'd plug that in case you wanted to see me rank 52, I think it was, anime versus like this is probably like 20. I think I have seen around 70 anime in total. Do be warned, my first stream of this, the part 1 of this, was a bit laggy in the technical difficulties department. What I'm trying to say is the video was kind of laggy. The audio was fine, but the video wasn't the best. So bear with that first video. This one is hopefully a lot better quality than that one. I think it is. I think it's safe to say this quality is a lot better. Since then I've upgraded to 1 gig of internet, so I think we're doing good now. But we were struggling then. Anyway, let's get into this. So this, again, is only like 20 anime that I've seen. If you want to see the majority of anime I've seen be ranked, that will be my part 1 video. It is a little choppy. I apologize. But, alright, into the ranking. First up, we've got Anohana. This one is on Netflix, and this one's really sad. I watched this with a friend, and it's really, really sad. It's really good, though. It is good. I'd say it's like high B. I think for the type of anime that it is, I will give it a high B. Because what I was about to say is it gives me like a silent voice vibes. Like it pulls at the same emotions that a silent voice is trying to pull at. And I think a silent voice pulls at them better. So for that reason, because they're not the same. I'm not saying they're like the same because they're very different in the plot, but it's the same emotional feelings, you know? It's like kind of romance, kind of sad, that kind of thing. I think a silent voice does it better, but Anohana is still good. So yes, silent voice A. I'm not gonna cap. I don't even know what this is. This might be Charlotte. I forget characters' faces like that in like animes that are kind of short. But I will say, Charlotte was unexpectedly sad. I like the concept of Charlotte personally more than I like the concept of Anohana. So this is my opinion. I guess as far as anime, I would also say it's a better anime because it ropes you in as like this slice of life anime, and then it gets really sad. If you've ever seen Charlotte, you know it gets real sad real quick. So yeah, it definitely signs you up for a ride that you probably originally had not planned on signing up for when when choosing to watch that anime. It's like it debated. You get debated when you watch that anime. But it is good. It's a good anime. Beastars. I don't want to hear anybody shit about it being a furry anime. I feel like we should be past this. If you actually watch it, it's actually really good. It's not furry-like. Does it get a little weird sometimes? Yes, it gets a little weird sometimes. Every anime gets a little weird sometimes. But it's still a really good anime. Beastars was really good. And that opening, can we talk about that opening? The season 1, I don't know if season 2 is even out yet, but the season 1 opening was insane. I feel like though, I think season 2 is out of this somewhere. I just don't know where. It's good. Well, I say it's A. You know, I'm gonna put it in A just because I remember that the main character's name is Legoshi, and that is hard for me to do for most anime. I've seen so much anime that I oftentimes cannot remember the main character's name. So the fact that I can remember his name, I'm gonna put it up high because that means I was actually invested in it. And I do know if I was to like be talking about it, I remember a lot of the show. I remember how it ends. I remember the beginning, middle, like all that. So I'm gonna put it in A for that reason. Um, Above or below A Silent Voice. A Silent Voice was good, but I think just because it's a movie, it like doesn't have as much time to get you as invested as a like series, anime series can. So for that reason, I do think I'd put Beastars above it because it was able to keep my interest over a longer period of time and develop more of a story because it's a series. I guess A Silent Voice is unfair to put on here, but I don't know. I would consider that an anime just because like that's the only anime movie that I've seen really that sorry, I did not. I always tap the mic. This is the first anime like movie that kind of stands alone. Like I've seen Naruto movies, I've seen a One Piece movie, I started the Seven Deadly Sins movie. Like I've seen those, but those are like I've seen the My Hero movies, Demon Slayer, all that. But those go with a series, whereas A Silent Voice it's like its own thing. So I'm gonna keep it there. Anyway, Cannon Busters. This one's a bit of a hidden gem. Cannon Busters is on Netflix, and it's one of those that gets cut off. I think there might be 2 seasons, but even those 2 seasons don't finish the story. It's a story that gets cut off early. I don't know if they're still planning on making more seasons or if it's just kind of over, as some animes are. Sometimes they just end randomly. I'm not even sure whether or not this was American made. Maybe I sound dumb, but the opening is English and oh my gosh, the dub is like pretty good. It's a good dub. It gives me American animation cartoon vibes, but because I do not know the studio that made it or whether or not it is located in Japan, I will call it an anime because it is animated in an anime style. But it is really good. It's really good, and it's got black people. It's an like majority black cast, and it's cool. It's a good anime. I'll put it right in the middle. I'll put it right there, right in the middle. Okay. Hopefully, I'm not being too nice. Okay, this one, Dorohedoro. I'm gonna put it at C, just because of where it's at now. I've not read the manga of this, but I did watch like however much. I don't know if there's 1 season or 2. I think there's 2 seasons that are out of the anime currently. So that's all I've seen. I think it has the potential to shoot up to A possibly because it seems like a really good premise. But the first 2 seasons were kind of like, I just want to know more. I haven't been satisfied yet. Like, I still need to know more. And I do think they're still making seasons of Dorohedoro. So for now, I think I'm going to have to put it at a C. I do love that I know what gyoza buns are now, though. Are gyoza buns the same as pot stickers? Maybe I sound stupid. I'm not trying to be stupid. I genuinely am not sure because I remember in the show they had like, in Dorohedoro, they had like a little section where they were like talking about how to make gyoza buns, and just looking at how they look and like what goes into them, it seems like the same thing that's in a pot sticker. Or like, not a dumpling. Dumplings are different, but like, like the steam, you can get them steamed or fried at like Chinese food restaurants. I don't know. Anyway, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Let me know in the comments. I have no way of checking the comments because I do all of this on one monitor because that's all we got. But hopefully, you know what, whatever. Hey, if you're in the comments or in the chat. Oh, actually, I would know if you chat because I have chat popped up. Big brain. I have chat popped up on my screen, but no one has chat, therefore I forgot. But if you send a message in chat, it will pop up on my screen. I did learn how to do that. I've been silently learning things about all this streaming stuff. You gotta start somewhere. I'm just going through and learning how all this stuff works. But anyway, back to the tier list. Fire Force. I still haven't finished season 2 of this, and I hear it's really good. But I don't know, there just wasn't any hype around it. I think it came out at a weird time. COVID was still lingering when season 2 came out of this, so I didn't really hear a lot about it. So I haven't finished it, but it does seem really good. A lot of people who have watched it have told me that season 2 is better than season 1. So maybe I just gotta hurry up and finish it. But season 1 even though was really good. This is another one. This one in Demon Slayer, I don't want to say the animation carries, but because the animation is so good, I don't want to put it low because it doesn't carry, but it does give it very high points. So I will put it... Do I like it more than Beastars? I wonder, am I more excited about Beastars Season 2? Yes, because I think if I started watching Beastars Season 2, I probably would finish. And I started Fire Force Season 2 and I didn't finish. Season 1, I'd probably put above. But Season 2, for now, for what I've seen, I will put nice and in between those two. Food Wars. This is another one that I technically haven't finished, but I think I've seen enough. I've seen like the first 2 seasons of this, and after a while, it's like, we get it. I think at first it's like, oh my gosh, what an interesting concept. They eat food and their clothes fly off. Oh my gosh. But then you watch it like 10,000 times every time someone takes a bite of something, and you're like, okay, I get it. So I would say it's a C, and I will put it below Dorohedoro. And I stand by that. Great Pretender. I watched this recently. That ending is insane. I don't know. I feel like that Great Pretender was a song. If you guys don't know, this anime Great Pretender is on Netflix, and the ending song for it is also called Great Pretender, and it's sung, now I don't know the specific names, I'm uncultured, but it's sung by the people, or the guy who's in the band that sings Bohemian Rhapsody, I think. I might sound stupid, but I'm pretty sure. Or like Don't Stop Me Now. That group, is that Queen? That might be Queen. I don't know. I might be wrong. But yeah, I think it's Queen. But it's like a specific guy who sings Great Pretender. Anyway, look up Great Pretender on YouTube and listen to it. It'll pop up. It's great. You should listen to it. The show is also good. I love how aspects of the show tie in to that ending. If you've watched this anime and watched the ending multiple times because it's so good, if you look at the visuals and like listen to the words of the song, it actually goes really well with the concept of the show as a whole. So I really like that they put that much thought into it. And the dub is really good. I am starting to appreciate good dubs. I, like many first anime watchers, started off watching only dub because I didn't realize how bad dub was because I just didn't. And then I started watching, I think, Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, and Dr. Stone all in sub because, for those of you who don't know, when an anime is like airing episode by episode, week by week, the dub is usually like 1 or 2 weeks behind the sub. So when you find a really good show and you start watching it in dub and then realize that you can watch 2 more episodes, you just have to watch them in sub, I ended up doing that. So It's like, so that's to say, like with Dr. Stone, when I first started watching Dr. Stone, it was on episode 3 in sub, but only episode 1 in dub. So after I watched the first one and I was like, this is really good, I want to keep watching it, I ended up watching the second 2 in sub, so then you kind of have to keep watching it in sub unless you want to wait like 6 weeks for it to be on episode 4, if that makes sense. If you watch anime, you know what I'm talking about, alright? We're gonna leave it at that. I am gonna assume that if you're watching this video, you watch anime and you know how it works. I don't have to explain this. Haiku. I really like this show. It's really fun. It's definitely more of a lighthearted anime, but it still has the ability to get intense. I was like cheering. I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but when they won that first, like, I don't know if it was championship or regionals or whatever, but they won the first game and they were all happy. I was happy too. I cheered. But still, I've got to look at my tier list last time because I feel like I put things in A that Haiku maybe shouldn't be next to. I guess I haven't put anything as S though, and I don't know that I will put any of these as S. Actually, yes I will. Alright, Haiku for now can stay at low A. I think that's fair. It's a good anime. I know a lot about volleyball now. I was literally in volleyball for like a couple months, and I learned more about volleyball from Haiku than actually being in volleyball. So, for that purpose alone, I will put it in low A. Love Chinubio and Other Delusions. I'm putting it in S tier. I don't care. This is my favorite romance anime because A, it does not leave you blue-balled. So much romance anime leaves you blue-balled. The two main characters spend the whole time being in that like shy, notice me senpai stage that nothing ever advances. And that is not real life. Usually, people make moves. Yes, there are the people out there who stay at Notice Me Senpai stage, but usually when two people show interest in each other, at some point they address that. And I love that in this show, not only do they address it, but they then continue to tell the story into their relationship. I love that. I appreciate that. I wish every romance anime did that instead of waiting and watching an entire series just to get like a kiss at the end. Maybe. I hate that about romance anime. But this doesn't do that. This gives you everything you need to get. You do get a little blue-balled, but you will finish this show like, alright, that's a good show. I'm alright, I'm good. I know everything I need to know about this couple. We're all good. So yeah, oh, sorry. Alright, next, Scissor 7. This one's on Netflix. This one I do not believe is Japanese. I believe this one is Korean. I could be wrong. Correct me if I am wrong, please. But I do think that this is Korean because the dub definitely sounds Korean and not Japanese. But this is a really good show. I don't know if it's slept on or not, but I know it's on YouTube Netflix, and I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, but it's really, really good. I'm so excited for them to come out with more Scissor 7, which I think has been confirmed. This is S tier, I think. Scissor 7 is like, I love anime that like accomplishes being lighthearted and funny while also accomplishing having like serious tense moments that make you be like, oh shit, what's about to happen? And that's what Scissor 7 was. It's like the comedy lands. When it needs to be funny, it's funny. When it needs to be goofy and silly, it's goofy and silly. But they still tie that into a plot that still makes you care about the characters. And like every character in Scissor 7 has a purpose, and I like that. I like when shows do that. I like when you can tell a lot of thought was put into writing and making a series. And Scissor 7, I can tell a lot was put into that, and I'm really excited to see where that show goes. Told about Hanako-kun, it was B tier. It was like, it's still airing. I've only seen the first season of it. I don't know if there's more, but that's all I've seen. And I mean, it's a cool concept. It's very cool art. I do love the art. I don't remember necessarily hating any episodes. I don't remember necessarily loving any episodes. Hanako-kun himself just interests me. The fact that he's got like that evil twin brother or whatever, I'm very interested to see more of that. And I want to know about his past. I think wanting to know about a character's past really makes me like draw into the anime. So I think I just have to watch more of it to give it anything higher than a B. Right now it's just B. Good animation, good story, not great, not horrible. I could learn more, but I will also go to sleep fine, not knowing more about Hanako-kun, you know. So I'll call that B. This, I don't even know why I counted this. But it is an anime that I finished. So, this is called Thus Spoke Kashibi Rohan. I had to have that off to the side because there was no way in hell I was going to remember that. And I probably didn't pronounce it right either, but that's fine too. This was good. I haven't finished JoJo's like at all. I'm like barely through season 1 of JoJo's. Season 1. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm barely through season 1 of that. I know a lot about it because everything's a JoJo's reference, and I've just heard and seen a lot about it. If you're anywhere in the anime community or have been before it boomed over quarantine with a bunch of Zoomers, anime like spiked. It's insane. But if you've been here for a while, you know about JoJo's. Thus Spoke Kashibi Rohan is like not a spin-off, but like I think from my knowledge, this Kashibi Rohan person is like a character and a stan user who's in JoJo's, and this show just kind of talks about his like ability to like rewrite people's memories, and it's just like his stories of being, he had like a specific job. He was like a journalist or something, or a reporter, something like that. He was writing a book. And he would like go and meet these people, and they would all just have these crazy stories, and he was just telling them. So this is that. It was a really interesting show. There's only like 4 episodes, but I mean, if you've got nothing to watch and you just, you know, like the style of JoJo's but don't want to watch JoJo's, I'd say it's a pretty good show. It was pretty cool. The Promised Neverland. This one is tricky, and if you know anime or have been around the anime community since season 2 has come out, then you already know exactly what I'm about to say. And that is that The Promised Neverland season 1 is S tier. It's like the highest S tier up here. Season 1. Season 2. Season 2 is like C tier. Season 2 isn't terrible. It's watchable, but it really does like mess up the amazing groundwork that was laid in season 1. If they could have just kept that same vibe in season 1 that they had, I don't know. I hear the manga's better. I have not read the manga. I know there was like some pond arc that was supposed to like save it, but they didn't put that in the anime. I don't like Barbara. I hate that that's a character. Who gives a shit about Barbara? I hate that. I don't like that. But anyway, see, I will say, you know what? Because season 1 is S and season 2 is low C, I will put this mid B. I will give it that. I will put it low B. I'll be nice. I will average out the 2 seasons because season 1 was just so good. I feel bad putting it in C because it doesn't deserve to be there because season 1 was phenomenal. Season 1 was so good. Please, if you want an anime to get really hype about, go watch season 1 of Promised Neverland. You can watch season 2 as well, but just don't think it's gonna be that great because it's not that great. It's like alright. It's watchable, but it like hurts because season 1 was so good. I think because season 1 was so good, when you put it next to season 2, it makes season 2 look like a pile of shit. But season 1 or season 2 just on its own, season 1 aside, it's alright. It's C tier. Alright, Chio School Road. This is another little fun, like, 2-season anime. Every episode's one off. There's not much plot. Just about a girl that goes to school every day and the weird stuff she gets into. I used to just watch this in the morning, like before school, or like before I had to go to work. So, while it is, I mean, it's all right. I liked her friend a lot. I remember she had like a friend that was pretty cool. Was it the like track? I don't know. I don't remember this show a lot. C, low C. Oh, is this one Charlotte? What is this? This is Baka and Test. This is Baka and Test. Baka and Test is also like Chio School Road, where it's like a one-off anime about like a failing class and just them trying to pass these tests in order to not be the failing class by like 5-heading situations. I don't know. It's a mess. It's a one-off one. I don't remember a single character's name. I'm going to put it below Chio School Road because at the very least I remember Chio, which is the main character. I don't remember anyone in Baka and Test. This is Charlotte. This is where I want to put here. I've already reviewed Charlotte, so I don't think I have to do that again, but I was just saying Charlotte gerbaits you into thinking it's going to be a nice little gerbait. Is that right? Gerbait? Gerbait. I'm learning Twitch stuff. I'm learning. But it makes you think that it's like a, I don't know, slice of life anime, and it most certainly is not. All right. Last one. I hope no one said anything in chat because I haven't been looking at it. And I would love to read people's chat things, but I'll put that down. I feel like I always feel weird showing that. I feel like I shouldn't be showing that. But anyway, if you did type in chat, thank you very much. Please keep doing it. I will find a way to read chat at the same time. I could have my laptop open, but I don't want to cause like Wi-Fi issues, but I might just have to try it and just say screw it and figure something out because I do really want to look at chat and interact with chat. That's like a main reason I would like to stream over being like a YouTube creator. Even though I do post my VODs to YouTube, I like the idea of streaming because you can interact with your chat, talk to your chat, and you're like talking with people, going live with people versus just sitting here talking to a camera, which is what I'm doing now. So please do believe that I will find a way to talk to chat as I do these like streams where it's just me. If you don't know, I also have a podcast stream that I do with my mom called Talk It Up. It's a lot easier for me to use that and read chat on that because I don't have display capture on. With display capture, every time I open Streamlabs, you can see it because it's recording my screen. Whereas with the template for me and my mom's stream, you can just see our faces and it's kind of like just the camera, just the chat, just the alert box, just the donos. That's it. But anyway, last but certainly not least, we have Vinland Saga, ending off this tier list with another S tier. Vinland Saga is really, really good. Though I have not seen season 2, I've only seen the first season, And spoiler alert, don't listen to me if you don't want to be spoiled for this show. But I don't know how season 2 is going to go without Askeladd. Askeladd was such a good, great, awesome character that now that there's no Askeladd, I'm just like, what the hell is season 2 supposed to be? Like, Thorfinn's interesting, and like that big blonde like Viking dude who he cut off his hand or leg, I don't remember. But that was cool, but that's kind of it. So unless Askeladd's coming back, I'm very interested to see where that show goes. But anyway, yes, like I said, it was a short stream here. I will actually, just for you guys, change it to the scene where I talk to, or do my podcast. Hello, I'm gonna talk to you guys. Oh wow, okay, so someone was chatting. Green Cubicle. Hello, Green Cubicle. I do not know who you are, but thank you for chatting. I'm reading your chats now. I swear I will find a way to read chat while I do display capture. I certainly will. But watching Great Pretender next. Thanks. Yes, please do watch Great Pretender. It's really good. It's a good anime. Hi, hello. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Oh, you can see just popped up on my face. Hello, Green Cubicle. But yeah, thank you for chatting. I will definitely find out a way to like see chat while I stream display capture. But do watch Great Pretender. That is a good one. And yeah, dumplings. Okay. Okay. Yes. I really wish I could read. I could have been reading your chat as I was streaming. I'm so upset. I will do that. I'm gonna get on that. But yes, thank you for watching. I think that's the end of my stream. I think we're closing this one up, wrapping it up. It was a short one. I will be streaming the podcast with my mom tomorrow. If you want to check that out, like probably around this time. I plan on only doing later streams just because, I don't know, it's a better time, more relaxing, throw me on later at night. That's seems like a better option than like early in the morning or something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you to anyone who is watching this when I post it on YouTube. Feel free to like, feel free to comment, anything you want me to do. I will say I'm planning on next doing a like soda tasting thing. So I know of this shop, I guess, store, candy store in Indianapolis that sells like gross tasting sodas. And I was thinking, I don't know, I like to watch people try things. So I was thinking I would just buy a bunch of the different gross, like, I'm talking like earwax, there's like a dog drool, there's like coffee, bacon, like really weird random flavored sodas. So thinking about buying a bunch of those and doing that. But yeah, if you have anything else, please feel free to let me know. It sounds like fun. Okay, great. Sounds like fun to you, sounds like fun to me. But alright, until next time, goodbye. Thank you for watching.